All right, we'll go ahead and get started. If you want to raise your hands for Olivier. Go first to Ben.
Olivier, just says you all get back into SEC play, do you feel yourself kind of back to where you were when you got hurt last year? Or do you feel like there's still some growth there that can be had?
I feel like I'm definitely a different player from last year. I've been improving in my own way this year, similarly to how I was last year. And I think I'm definitely starting to hit my stride and trying to find my rhythm and really just focusing on us hitting our stride as a team and finding our rhythm.
Go next to Grant, then Ryan.
Olivier, with Julian, Rick has talked about how he needs to just get lost on the defensive end and his offense will come to him. And I've heard him give that speech to a lot of freshmen. But how hard is it as a freshman to understand that and to execute that, I guess?
It's really hard. It's really hard for anybody to just fully focus on defense and, believe that the offense side will figure itself out. But it's a true message, and it's something that if Julian can grasp and just, calm his mind, it'll really help him a lot.
You guys have played tight games against Ole Miss the last 2 years. Just what do you remember about those games and what stands out about Ole Miss's team?
They got a lot of talent. They got a guy coming back from an injury, kind of like we did from last year. And, Ole Miss, last time we went in there, we lost, and it was a weird year. It was COVID year, so we didn't get the full experience of playing in the arena. So I'm really excited to see what it's like there with the fans and everything. And hopefully we can get a win, kill this tiebreaker.
David, then Andrew.
Hey, Olivier, I know y'all have had some tough shooting games so far this season. You had a really good one your last time out. Where do you think y'all have improved? I know you never know from one game to the next if you're going to have a great shooting night or a bad shooting night, but where do you think y'all have improved from that aspect as far as getting your field goal percentage up?
I think we've become a lot smarter with how we play in our shot selection, but really we've begun to play inside out, whether that's drives or post-ups, so that we're getting more two-point attempts instead of just threes, and that's helping us with our field goal percentages. And people getting better three-pointers off rhythm when they're not just, shooting them fast or shooting them in a rush, they're inside-out shots.
Olivier, as somebody who's played in a lot of conference games, just what do you think the biggest challenge is flipping from the non-conference to the conference schedule?
Just the rhythm and intensity picks up. You start going from maybe a game a week or 2 games a week to pretty much consistently it's going to be 2 games a week, and it's SEC opponents, back to back to back to back. I think it just makes everything so much more exciting. So I think just being able to calm down and realize it's still just basketball, but also understand that, it's conference play time and it's going to go up another level. But really just to enjoy it. I mean, it's the best time of the year is basketball time, and you get to play a lot. So it isn't that much to it.
Go to Ben and Mike.
Olivier, you just talked about growing as a player from last season. In what ways do you feel like you've really grown or are different from the player that you were last season?
I feel like it's the same answer I gave you guys last year. Just I've become more experienced and more mature, and I feel like college basketball is a place where maturity and experience in the college basketball game helps you the most out of anything else. And just confidence in myself has kept growing from last year.
Olivier, what was it like, I guess, last game, seeing Santi really get back to doing what he usually does on the court, shooting the ball?
It's always great to see Santi making shots. Is a really big part of our team. Santi shooting, whether he's making them or not, is always going to, open up space for everybody else. But when he's making them, it really makes the court open up and it makes the game easier for everybody.
All right, one last call for questions for Olivier. All right, Olivier, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.